Quick, rock, paper, scissors. Ooh. See, we're on the same wavelength here. Hey everybody, welcome on into the Big Access Podcast. My name is Brock Benson and I am your host. Today we have J.R. Andrews joining us. J.R. Andrews has been in this industry for quite some time, and we're happy to announce that he has recently joined us here at PDK. So J.R., welcome to the team, man.
Hey, thank you. So happy to be here. Cannot wait to get started. It's been an amazing already couple of days. Feel like I'm drinking a little bit from a fire hose, but eventually, eventually, I figure I'll just kind of get smooth right in, make a nice soft landing.
I think so. I mean, we've known each other for years. Going back to a lot of different things that we've been doing. We'll get more into your history here in a second, but it's been, as soon as I found out that JR was going to be joining our team, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, this is going to be so good. And absolutely, for those of you guys who are going to be interacting with JR, you're going to have the interaction that got me so excited, right? You're going to be able to see what JR is all about, and you'll learn more about him today while we're talking about it. So JR, before we dive into, kind of all your responsibilities and what you're going to be doing here at PDK, tell us about your history in the security industry.
Yeah, well, you hinted towards it a little bit earlier that I've been in the industry a long time. Surprisingly, because I look so young, but it has been somewhere around 26, 27 years. Essentially, I got dragged into the security industry by my father. He had a rep firm.
Okay.
And so I got sucked in early. And he was also former law enforcement, so kind of went hand in hand. Security, safety.
Yeah.
The way he raised me was in that regard as well. So started working with him and represented a number of product lines, some access control product lines, some door hardware, video surveillance. So I kind of cut my teeth there, learning how the systems operated and learning how to really provide value to my customers. The more I knew, I tried to really become a master of the products that I represented.
That's a good thing.
And yeah, so the customers, I think, appreciated that. I became a first call often, when there was help needed. And it also gave me quite a background in the Altronics brand, which is where I just came from. So worked with my father for 17 years. And then joined Altronics as a national sales manager. I had a lot of hats over there. Everybody on that team is awesome and great, just great team workers all together. But we took care of OEM accounts, national accounts, architects, engineers, consultants. Kind of designing some products, things of that nature. So that also gave me a good background in just in general, from a manufacturing perspective. What's the needful there. And so after 8.5 years. It was time for a new opportunity and a change, and I'm happy to be here with Pro Data Key.
Yeah, we're really excited. So let's talk about what your responsibilities here are going to be here at PDK. So you like you were saying, you've got a ton of sales history. The reason why you love sales is because you love to be the person that people can count on, right? You love to build that trust and that unity with people, and that follows along with our core values, right? We've got trust and candor, we've got partner fanaticism, we've got constant improvement. All of those are characteristics that really help make a good team member here at PDK, and ultimately that's why I think that we are so successful over here, is because we have a good product, but really I think that it is the culture that we've built here and the team that we have built that really wants to see success happen.
Yeah.
And so having you come and be a part of this is a big deal. So what is your responsibility here at PDK?
So, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be a regional sales manager for a Great Lakes region. It's actually a newer region that was created, and it's a little bit similar to the old stomping ground that I had as a manufacturer's rep.
Yeah.
So it's Ohio and the surrounding states, with Western PA, Western New York being part of it as well. And, with that particular territory, it's my home base being in Cleveland, Ohio. It's easy to get everywhere that I need to get to if I need to be there in person. There's going to be a lot of old friends, old customers that I dealt with on the regular with different product lines back when I was a manufacturer's rep. And now I get to work with a fantastic rep firm. I've got obviously a lot of contacts in the territory.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to hit the ground running. But ultimately, if I can help PDK, Pro Data Key, get to the, bring the game up just a notch even, because it's doing great already, that's going to be fantastic.
No, absolutely. And I think you are absolutely going to be able to come in and crush it. And, not just because you have a lot of contacts in the industry, but because of the kind of person you are. And, that helps to, I guess what I'm trying to say is the person you are matches all of the values, and we mentioned that previously. And so there might be some people up there in that Great Lakes area who might be a little nervous that they're losing, Paul Delaski, or that they're, not going to be, having the same relationships that may have been built with other people in the company. But that's not necessarily going to be a problem. Does that mean that Paul's never going to talk to you again? Absolutely not, right? One of the cool things that we've got with our sales reps is we have this sense of, family. We've got a great team atmosphere here where if somebody's not able to help out, guess what? We're really able to help step up and make sure that we're helping out, because, it's not like it's going to be the only time that another person might ask for help from somebody else. So making sure that we're here to help each other out all the time is going to be great. But for those partners who are in that area, who you're going to be introducing yourself to very soon here, tell them kind of what makes you so special and why you really want to have a positive relationship with them.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You talked about it earlier today with Dallin. My mission statement is to give 100% effort into all relationships, personal and professional, and be able to help make the world a safer and more secure place. And that's for my children, for my neighbors, for my community. And, one of the things that, you mentioned a couple of times there on the company culture, the culture here at PDK is something that I can really appreciate, because ultimately when you have a culture that you alluded to it, where we're all working literally as a team, picking each other up when we need it, helping each other out, that's really how you succeed, ultimately.
I would agree. And ultimately that's all comes down to helping you guys out as the partners, right? Being able to make it so that you partners have everything that you need when you need it to help be successful. That's what we're all about. Doesn't matter what territory you're in, doesn't matter who your sales rep is, we're gonna be here to help take care of you, whether that's in our tech support, in our sales support, engineering, marketing, anything that you need, we're here for you to be able to make sure that you and your end user customer has a positive experience. So, kind of talk to me a little bit about what you've learned here at PDK, because obviously this is your first week here. You've only been here for a couple of days now. You're going to be flying home here in a few days, and and like you said, you're currently drinking from the proverbial fire hose. But what have been some of the big things that you have learned that have gotten you excited as a sales rep about PDK?
Great. Well, one of the things that's gotten me really excited is that the talk of the culture that I kind of had a little feeling of, I'm getting to see up close and personal, and it is what I thought it was. Which is awesome. The other is the technology that Pro Data Key is bringing to the market. Our partner dealers of ours are really, they see the ease of use, they see the ability to take this solution that's going to end up in the cloud, create RMR for their companies, build their businesses long term, and they see that they've got a partner that they can rely on. Again, when we go back to what I'm seeing here, everybody's all in 100%. And so this is going to be a great ride.
That's awesome. I'll tell you one thing that I have learned from JR in just his couple of days here is all about his industry knowledge and where that comes into play. Specifically, we were talking power the other day. He comes from Altronics, like he was saying. Altronics, if you guys are aware, they are a huge player in the power side of things. And so when we were talking about our new PoE++ module the other day and about the amperage that it delivers, and you started bringing up other types of PoE and things like that, it was really cool to be able to have a powering specialist here who's going to be able to talk to us all about power and how that really helps you guys as partners as well. So be looking forward to getting even more stuff like that. One of my big focuses this year is talking about utilizing like our PoE++ module, which if you guys are not aware, make sure you go and check that out. You can find it all on our website, social media platforms, anything like that. But or you can reach out to your reps. They'll be able to tell you all about it too. But the PoE++ module is really cool because it's just a new chip that you can plug onto any one of our red boards, and then that board will become a PoE powered board itself, and it will then be able to power all of your door hardware. So depending on the power sources that you're using, we recommend using a BT power source. And that's going to be able to give you a lot of different levels of amperage depending on which controller you're using, and that you're going to be able to power the board, and then all of your electrified hardware off of it. For example, if you're using our R4, the Red 4 controller, that'll give you 3.5 amps for all your hardware after it powers your board. That is a ton of power coming through PoE. And so using that PoE module is a great way to be able to simplify your costs, make it so that you don't have to run an expensive access control bundle to every door, where you can just run one, electrified Cat 5, Cat 6, plug it into the board, and you're set. It also makes it so that you don't have to pay an electrician to come out and wire up an outlet near each controller if you're doing like an edge device configuration. So lots of cost savings involved with that PoE++ module. So check it out. There's my shameless plug onto a product.
Man, that was awesome.
What do you think about that?
That was awesome.
Anyways, JR, we're just about out of time on this week's episode of the Big Access Podcast, but we're really excited to have you on board. Really excited to have you join our PDK family. And I think the thing that I'm most excited about is the experience that our partners in that Great Lakes territory are going to have when they interact with you.
Yeah.
So make sure that you go ahead and reach out to JR. After you see this, go ahead and introduce yourself. You'll find his contact information on our website. Just go to prodatakey.com, go to the contact us page, and you'll see all that there. But you guys will also make sure to hear from JR as well. I'm going to personally make sure he reaches out to every one of you guys in that territory to introduce yourself and make sure that you guys are feeling, the partner fanaticism that we want to make sure that we portray here at PDK. So, Anyways, JR, any closing remarks from you, man?
That's it, man. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
Can't wait to meet everyone.
Dude, right on, buddy. Okay, well, everybody, that is this week's episode of the Big Access Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast, leave it a 5-star rating, and then also be sure to let us know if there's anything educational that you guys are wanting to learn, and we will talk to you next time.